I am Pastor Ingrid Ryan-Ruben. I am a spiritual Baptist pastor and have been a pastor since 2006. I have been a spiritual Baptist since I was a teenager, when my parents converted to the spiritual Baptist faith. And so I've been involved in spiritual Baptist faith rituals and practices for a long time. I am now 62 and I've been doing this since I was 16. What have I learned from my writing process? One, that you have to have a plan. Sometimes, when things just keep pouring out of you, you think that you are on the right track and that you're doing the right things because it's just happening. But you need to but you could get stuck and you could get confused. So you need to develop a writing plan. You need to read about your subject matter, because while you may have a lot of ideas about that particular subject, you also need to read about it because other people have ideas that they may have researched more than you have researched those ideas. So you need to do a lot of reading. You need to find out what other people have said about that, about the particular thing you want to talk about the particular thing you want to write about. And it is also useful to schedule your writing days, to determine, okay, I'm going to spend the next 2 weeks every day writing until I'm done with my 3 chapters. Section the work and determine how you're going to get it done. Develop a schedule and stick to it. And those things were important for me coming to the place where I finally published. And stop doubting yourself. Just write. Just put the information on paper. In the beginning, the ideas just poured out of me. But I had to stop and format it. I had to stop and put it together and organize the ideas into some kind of coherence, some kind of order. And working with the editor helped me to synthesize the ideas, to bring things together. And so I want to take the opportunity to thank Dawood Phillip for helping me at the beginning of this project, for helping me to be able to coalesce the ideas into a place where it can turn into what it turned into, Cobalt the Blue Zone. Cobalt the Blue Zone talks about my experience of becoming a spiritual Baptist pastor and my experience as a spiritual Baptist. So the book talks a lot about being a spiritual Baptist, memories of becoming a spiritual Baptist, and a lot about the early beginnings of the faith and my history and my involvement in the faith as a spiritual Baptist. And so important to the writing journey was talking to an editor, because he put my head in a totally different space and helped me to be able to distill my ideas, to synthesize them, to come to a place where there was some coherence in the story. And so that while I speak in the book about spiritual Baptist rituals, it is my story of being a spiritual Baptist, my story of being a spiritual Baptist pastor, and my story of my experience as a spiritual Baptist.